scientists at the Dalian Institute of Chemical Physics, part of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, have engineered a revolutionary nanoreactor that mimics the inner workings of living cells. This cell-inspired device converts sunlight directly into hydrogen peroxide, a chemical widely used in industrial cleaning, water treatment, and chemical synthesis. The breakthrough, published in the Journal of the American Chemical Society, could fundamentally transform how we produce one of the world's most important chemicals. At its core, the nanoreactor consists of two main components working in concert. The first is a hollow cavity made from cadmium sulfide, a semiconductor material that absorbs light and generates charged particles. The second is a thin porous shell of polydopamine, a polymer inspired by the adhesive proteins that mussels use to cling to rocks in turbulent ocean environments. Together, these two layers create a miniature reaction chamber that reproduces some of the most sophisticated chemical functions found in living cells. Living cells have been performing this kind of energy conversion for billions of years. Inside every plant cell, chloroplasts capture sunlight and use it to split water molecules, releasing oxygen and generating chemical energy stored in sugar molecules. The nanoreactor replicates this process through a completely different approach, using inorganic materials instead of biological enzymes. Instead of splitting water to make fuel like natural photosynthesis, it partially reduces oxygen in water to produce hydrogen peroxide, a valuable industrial chemical that normally requires energy-intensive manufacturing. The nanoreactor achieves this through two remarkable biomimetic features. The first is a dynamic catechol to orthobenzoquinone redox pair embedded in the polydopamine shell. This chemical pair acts as a proton relay, repeatedly accepting and releasing hydrogen ions to accelerate a process called proton-coupled electron transfer. In natural photosynthesis, a similar mechanism allows electrons and protons to move in perfect coordination across cell membranes. The nanoreactor mimics this with remarkable fidelity using simple organic chemistry. The second feature is the compartmentalized structure itself. The hollow cavity surrounded by a porous shell creates a confined nanoenvironment where reactant molecules can accumulate to high concentrations, far exceeding what would be possible in an open solution. This architecture also traps incoming photons through multiple reflections, giving the light more opportunities to interact with the semiconductor material and increasing the overall efficiency of the conversion process. Under visible light and water, the nanoreactor produced hydrogen peroxide at a rate of 3.24 millimoles per gram of catalyst per hour. The solar-to-chemical conversion efficiency reached 1.2%. While these numbers might seem small to someone accustomed to everyday efficiency ratings, they represent a significant advance in the field of artificial photosynthesis, demonstrating that cell-inspired design principles can produce functional synthetic systems with genuine catalytic activity. Perhaps the most practical aspect of the nanoreactor design is its recyclability. The researchers embedded the nanoreactors within a sodium alginate hydrogel, a transparent, water-soluble polymer derived from brown seaweed. This transformed the nanoreactors into solid, bead-like photocatalysts that can be easily separated from the reaction mixture and reused. The hydrogel is completely non-toxic and biodegradable, making the entire system environmentally benign from start to finish. The hydrogen peroxide industry currently relies on the anthraquinone process, developed in the 1930s and still used worldwide. This process requires organic solvents, high temperatures, large amounts of hydrogen gas, and generates substantial chemical waste. It is estimated that the global hydrogen peroxide market produces over 2 million tons annually, consuming enormous amounts of energy and producing significant carbon emissions. A sunlight-driven alternative using water and air as the only raw materials would be a paradigm shift for the chemical industry. To understand how the nanoreactor works at the molecular level, The research team combined multiple advanced techniques. In situ spectroscopy allowed them to observe chemical changes in real time during illumination. Photochemical measurements quantified the reaction rates and efficiency. Finite element simulations modeled the flow of light and particles inside the nanoreactor. Theoretical calculations revealed the detailed electron transfer pathways. Together, these methods confirmed that the system operates through a Z-scheme heterojunction mechanism, mirroring the energy conversion strategy found in natural photosynthesis. The implications of this work extend beyond hydrogen peroxide production. The cell-inspired design principles demonstrated here could be adapted to synthesize other valuable chemicals using sunlight as the sole energy source. This could include ammonia for fertilizers, methanol for fuel, or complex pharmaceutical intermediates. By borrowing from nature's billions of years of evolutionary experimentation with molecular scale engineering, scientists may be able to create a new generation of clean manufacturing technologies that produce less waste, consume less energy, and operate at ambient temperature and pressure. As the world transitions towards sustainable energy systems, innovations like the cell-inspired nanoreactor remind us that some of the most promising solutions may come from learning to think at the smallest possible scale, drawing inspiration from the very building blocks of life itself.